Earlier this week, I had a grower come into my office with some paperwork he needed help with. They were his forms from the NRCS office for his cost share on his AquaSystems moisture probes. Basically what it boiled down to was the NRCS wanted to quantify his water holding capacity on his soils and how we were arriving at our decision point on when we turned on our irrigation systems and did an irrigation event. And through all of that, he and I had the conversation about how we get there and all the tools that we're using at our disposal. We filled out the paperwork and we sent it off to the NRCS office. The next day I got a call from the NRCS office questioning what we'd written down because my values didn't match up with what they had. Their values had been derived from the soil map, my values were derived from a deeper analysis, and the gentleman wanted to know how I got there. So we went ahead and we had that conversation. I'm Keith Byerly, Precision Ag Manager at Central Valley Ag, and this is your Precision Focus video that corresponds with the article on the CVA blog site. So the things that we talked about started with the textural analysis and the EC map that we do. We use that EC layer, as we've talked about in the past, to help us identify areas of the field that change. We want to understand where we go from heavier textured soils to lighter textured soils and use that information to decide on where the best place in the field to put that moisture probe is. But then we want to transition from there. We want to look at this textural analysis that we're doing and utilize it to truly understand what our water holding capacity is at the site that we've selected to put that AquaSystems moisture probe, because we can really refine and improve our accuracy knowing the specifics of that soil at 1, 2, and 3 foot depths out there versus just using a generic number or our best guesstimate out there. So after we transition through that, then we start to move forward with lots better information that we can use in our AquaSystems platform. So up to that point, this is all pretty simple stuff. It's really something that anybody that's involved in moisture probes should be doing in this industry. Every bit of this will help get us better, but to us and our AquaSystems platform, it's not enough yet. We want to continue to get better. So that's where we bring in our RD team and what we're working on for the future. We're looking at deeper core analysis out there. Things in that core analysis like our specifics when it comes to water infiltration rates and compaction rates and things like that. The deeper things that really affect that spot and how water gets into the soil and out of the soil for our crops. So that's really where we go next with this. We want to take this information that we get from the textural analysis, the core analysis, and our AquaSystems moisture probes and begin to turn it into actionable data for our variable rate irrigation prescriptions. Because if we can do that, if we can take our next steps, that's when the magic starts to happen. Now we can begin to ensure that we have better profitability, we have better sustainability, and we have better environmental stewardship for this aquifer going forward. If we can do those three things combined, we're not only going to ensure our long-term license to operate out here on these fields, but we're really going to make sure that we have the most successful 2017 growing and irrigation season that we can.